guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the second episode of brush pens and ink floral designs. So first I started off with a lavender looking flower and I used my magenta dual brush pen. For the ink part, I drew the stems and outlined some of the flowers on the stem. For the next flower I'm going to be drawing some roses, and I'm going to be using some light pinks and then going over it with a darker pink. For the third rose, I am using a more peachy type of pink, and I am only using one pink, so I'm using that same color to shade it in. And then for the fourth one, I'm using a very, very light pink, so you might not be able to see it, but it's just to give there some decoration, although it's not the main flower. The next flower I'm drawing are some daisies, and I'm drawing some white ones because the rest of the flowers are all really colorful, so I decided to do some more white ones, but since the paper's white, I used a light gray to outline it. For the stamen, I'm using a yellow, an orangish yellow, and then I'm using my ink to go over it and drawing the stamen. And then I am tracing lightly over the gray lines. I am going to use a in-between of a navy green and a regular green for the stem, and then I slightly drew some leaves. For the fourth flower, I'm going to draw some flowers kind of like hydrangeas, but I decided that I made them kind of look too weird, not as round, so I turned those supposedly 2 flowers into 4. So I drew 2 stems for each color. I used a light blue and then I used a blue/purple type of color. And then I drew the stems with my ink, and then I'm drawing the stems branching out of the center stem. And then for the last one, I'm doing some yellow flowers, and I'm making the petals near to us shorter so you can see that we're closer to that part of the stem. And so it looks like we're seeing it at an angle and not just from the top. And then I'm drawing some lines to the center of the flowers to give it some more texture, and I used a dark or a light brown for the stamen, and I'm going over it with pen to show the stamen more clearly. And then I'm just using a light bright green to draw the stem. And for the second flower, we're gonna do sort of like a disc flower. First, I'm starting off with a light gray, and this flower is not going to have any color, it's just going to be a nice gray scale flower. I'm using my Tombow dual brush pens for this set. And then I'm going to use my white gel pen to give it some texture at the end. As you can see, I'm going in with a darker brush pen to give it some more shading. And then the light is supposedly hitting the center of the petals. So as you can see, I'm darkening the tips and the inside of it. I'm going to use my lighter gray to blend in the dark colors. And then I'm going to darken the center because the center is going to get the least amount of light in because that's where the stamen is. To give it some contrast, I am going in with my white gel pen and drawing in a couple lines here and there. I'm darkening up the tips to give it more contrast. And then as I did before, I'm going to blend it in with my lighter. Then I'm drawing the stem And I think the stem I drew that was a bit too fat, but you can draw it to your likings. And I went in with my white gel pen to give it some texture. There you go. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please share this video, subscribe, and give a thumbs up. Bye!